Welcome back everyone, I hope you're having a good day today. A while ago I talked about making the nether hole bigger than it already is. And the reason why is because I actually feel rather cramped in the hole at the moment. So instead of being a 256 by 256 block perimeter, I want to make it a full circle with a diameter of 400 blocks, which should hopefully be more than enough for my building needs. One reason why is that I actually wanted the nether monument to look small as I enter the nether hole, and then suddenly grow massively in size as you approach. I guess it's a bit of a scale issue. So I would really like this view from here, 200 blocks away from 00 where the monument is centered. Not only that, but I am approaching a very cool milestone within this world. I am fastly coming up to 3,000 days survived in Minecraft Hardcore, and I wanted to celebrate with a fireworks show. A fireworks show like no other, using TNT minecarts. There's nothing dangerous about them, is there? So I guess what I'm saying is I need to choose a wall to explode in this episode, and I would quite like to do a lot of damage to the wall on the left here. Mostly because I'm fairly certain that it's like pretty much solid netherrack, and that's going to be an absolute pain for me to mine through. So just blowing everything up with TNT minecarts, in my opinion, it sounds like a fantastic idea. The only downside is that TNT minecarts, they are not exactly the safest thing to be using, but on the other hand, they are incredibly destructive, especially when you pack them close together. So, I've come up with a new Obliterator design, the Obliterator Mk4. So let's head to my creative test world and I'll show you the device in question. Hello, we are here in my creative test world, which is currently in a snapshot. I think it's 21W17A, and there is a few issues in this world. The most noticeable one is the fact that I don't have a skin, but there's another one here. This is the snapshot that added goat horns, and they're scattered throughout the creative inventory for some reason. In fact, let's check one of them out real quick. We've got quite a few here, lots of different sounds. This one is ponder. Okay. I like that sound. That's cool. I can see how that would be something that I would like to have in this world. But this is the device in question. We've got a double chest here full of TNT minecarts with a hopper beneath going straight into a dispenser, which will dispense the minecarts onto that rail there, where they'll all pack tightly close together. And this observer clock here is what dispenses the minecarts. This is now a bomb of doom that everyone should be wary of. Before I activate it, let's pick a horn to, like, introduce the explosion. What should we use? Let's use sing. Okay, so the double chest has now fully dispensed the TNT minecarts. Let's see how destructive this thing is. Let's toot the horn. And fire! And as you can see, there is a lot of destructive power within that bomb. There were 68 TNT minecarts just there, and I'm going to be building multiple modules throughout that wall of the nether, and hopefully will cause a decent amount of destruction. And because we're nearing 3,000 days, it's only fitting that we use over 3,000 TNT minecarts. 3,400 to be exact. Yeah, you heard that. It's gonna be awesome. But I guess a device like that is going to need a lot of preparation. We're going to need a lot of redstone, which I think I would have hopefully have stocked up on by now. I've got a small amount in shulker boxes and whatnot, but I'm also going to need 3,400 TNT and enough iron to supply 3,400 minecarts. Now, how much sand do I have? Okay, those top chests are empty, so I've already turned that into TNT, but these bottom ones are all full, so I definitely have enough for 2 shulkers of TNT, which is basically the amount that I'm using. I think 3,400 is just under 2 shulkers. Huh. I guess I could probably harvest this dripstone wall here now. Let's just let it grow again. I have an idea for a dripstone farm in the future, like a really cool looking one. And for that, I do need a supply of dripstone preemptively to, like, place all of the dripstone first, and I guess this is doing a good job at that. But let's just fill up 4 shulkers with sand. We'll do this twice, and we'll just break the chests here so that I can put the sand inside of the shulkers just like so. How easy is that? And now we just have to dive down into our creeper farm Oh, I love the entrance to this place. I'm so glad that I made it part of the coral ravine. It was such a good decision. And I guess one thing that is a big positive compared to the last time I did a massive nether explosion is that, well, one, it doesn't use obsidian. So that's a massive positive. I said never again, and I mean it. I will never break another obsidian block within this world. Or at least that's the hope anyway. And crafting 3,400 TNT is a lot less than over 40,000. So there's a lot of time saved there as well. And why specifically 3,400 TNT minecarts? Well, there's going to be 50 different modules, and with 68 TNT going into each one, it comes out at exactly 3,400, which is pretty handy. It's always good to know just exactly how much you need. And the other thing I'm going to require is a lot of iron for the minecarts. So let's just fly on over to our iron farm down here, the storage system for the black hole. Now, how much iron do we actually have stored here? Oh. Is this thing full? Oh, it's almost full. Oh. I am almost wasting iron here. Okay, we've got to pack all of this down as well. Wow, that black hole has been extremely productive. So, I've packed all of the iron down. As you can see, these chests are now empty. We've still got loads of poppies here, which is going to be useful for red dye in the future. I'm going to need that for the Great Red Glass Wall in the Nether. But let me just show you how many iron blocks I got from all of that. That is a lot of iron. Perhaps I need a bigger storage system over here. And given that I need 50 separate Obliterator modules, I'm going to need 50 dispensers as well. Luckily enough for me, I pre-crafted them a year ago. Thank you very much, past me. I don't have to go through that process again. Now, if only Mojang would update that crafting recipe. I'm also going to need a sticky piston and 2 observers. That's going to be the priming device that dispenses all of the TNT minecarts. And I'm going to need a lot of redstone as well. I don't actually know if this is enough, but that's alright. We can trade with our villagers for more. Oh, and by the way, I removed all of the torch spam from this room because with 1.18, the mob spawning mechanics have changed. I don't need them anymore. So this room looks a lot better, don't you think? Just ignore the torches up there, and ignore what you're going to see around the corner too. Oh, I need to pretty this up at some point. Oh, jeez. It's all so ugly. Hello, sirs. I would like to place an order for redstone. Could you please just give me a really good supply? Yeah? Oh, that's fantastic. So I'm fairly certain we're done with the supplies for this second mega nether explosion. We have the TNT, and we have the iron blocks, and we have all of the redstone as well. So this is the wall in question, because it's all solid netherrack, and that sounds like a pain to mine, and I'm just gonna say that this is gonna save me a lot of time. A lot of time indeed. Now, I do believe there are actually some zombie piglins within this wall somewhere. They are leftover pumpkin pals from ages ago, and you guys voted to save them last time, and I feel like I should honor that agreement once again. I've just got to try and find out where they were. I know they're in this wall somewhere, or perhaps they're in this hole here. I couldn't really see it. It blended in. Ah, yeah, here they are. Excellent. You appear to have gotten some passengers. That is not how I wanted things to turn out here. Okay, I can't actually get in the boats. I guess I need to kill them somehow. Luckily though, I have a smite sword, so if I just crit them, I should be able to one-shot the zombie piglins that aren't wearing the pumpkins without hurting the other ones. Or not, okay. This didn't turn out how I wanted it to. I guess we might come back to these guys later. Yeah, that sounds like it's probably going to be the best idea. Although, can anyone actually forgive them for being so angry with me? I mean, just look at me. Look at what I'm doing to their people. I am such an evil person. I will say, though, the XP is glorious. So I guess I should go ahead and build the trigger mechanism. It's just going to be this lever here. And next to it, we're going to build the priming mechanism, which is just going to be a simple observer clock with a sticky piston. So all I need to do to prime the TNT minecarts is simply pull that lever and the observer clock will fire and send a redstone signal all the way over to the wall. So I guess we're going to have to build a nice long redstone wire going all the way over there. And here's a tip, everyone. If you don't want to have to count all of the redstone blocks for how long redstone can travel and not all that sort of nonsense, just power the redstone and then run along it with repeaters afterwards. You don't have to count. So I guess now I just have to place TNT modules throughout this section of the Nether. So I produced a nice graph for you all to see like where I'm placing these modules. And it's a bit like last time where each point on the graph is where a module is going, with each point being 20 blocks apart from each other, going from 140 blocks away from 00 to 180 blocks away. And I'm also going to need 2 layers of this as well, like 2 layers of Obliterator modules. Otherwise, I don't think I'm going to be able to have enough destructive power to remove the wall in its entirety. Go away, ghast. Don't blow up my redstone. Jeez. Those balloons have no respect for me. Right, so let's build the Obliterator module in question. So it's just as simple as having a repeater going into that bottom netherrack block. That's going to power the dispenser, which is going to be hooked up to a hopper and a double chest, which we'll fill with TNT minecarts later. And then just here, we're going to have a collision block for the TNT minecarts to collide with. That will be what makes them explode. And on top of the dispenser, we'll have one powered rail, which will be powered when I pull the detonation lever. It's really quite quick to build these things. And I'm actually going to need a second redstone wire for the detonation repeaters at the top here. And that could go into the netherrack blocks just behind but above the dispensers. And that's going to be what powers our powered rails. So I'm going to need to test this thing just to make sure everything works. So we've pulled the priming mechanism there. And hopefully, if we hear lots of ticking, that means that the whole thing works. Yes, there is lots and lots of ticking. Okay, I think it's gonna work. It's definitely gonna be primed at least. But how about the actual detonation wire? Does that work? There is a little handy bit on the F3 screen for this bit, because I can't actually see the powered rails properly. So if I just use F3, it gives me a good indication as to whether it's powered without actually having to look at the thing. It just says, powered? True. It's awesome. I'm actually going to knock these top repeaters up to 4 ticks as well, because otherwise I'm worried with how instantaneous the explosion is going to be that the redstone signal isn't going to have enough time to move on to the next Obliterator module. So hopefully this way will give the game enough time for every module to activate, and then everything will explode instantaneously, and it's going to be beautiful. No, go away! Stop! Come on, let me shoot you. No, Why am I such a bad shot right now? Oh no, this is going poorly. Oh, he's blowing up the redstone. Oh dear. Okay, this shot, please. Finally. Right, we've got some repairs to do. So, I believe the device has been fully constructed. It didn't actually take that much time either. So once I actually activate the thing, this will have saved a tremendous amount of time from clearing this netherrack wall. Like, just clearing that area, it probably would have taken me like 30 hours of pure mining or something. And it's going to be a lot cheaper on the TNT than the last nether explosion too. It only needs 3,400. Speaking of TNT though, I'm going to need to individually craft each minecart TNT, which is going to take a while. There's going to be 68 in each different module. I'm just trying to think, what is the best way of crafting these things? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the minecarts out of the crafting inventory like that with the Q key. And then another 4 on top of that because it's going to be 68, isn't it? And then I can just craft the minecart TNTs and throw them out of the crafting inventory as well. And then that's going to save me some inventory nightmares, I think. I just need to be fast enough that the TNT minecarts don't despawn. I think I should be able to do that though. I've got 5 minutes. That's one module done, and then I can just throw them all in here like this. Excellent. That was actually quite easy. I've just got to do this another 49 times. Hopefully that doesn't take too long. Oh, the whole thing does make me a little bit nervous though. But there shouldn't be anything to activate this other than player input. Like, I have to be the one to put the observer clock into position to, like, prime the device. And then I'd need a second thing to actually move the TNT minecarts to explode them. I think we'll be alright. And just like that, I have gone ahead and crafted 3,400 TNT minecarts and put them all throughout the nether wall here. The device is now armed. And I made a little bit of a shield over the lava here because ghasts are indeed annoying. And I didn't want to have to deal with them. So, this is supposed to be the fireworks show for 3,000 days, and I can't help but notice that I'm actually a little bit of a way off until then. So, I've got to come up with something to do in the meantime. Something rather grindy. Although, not mining. We're not doing that today. We're not mining netherrack. So I think we should get started on something else that I've been meaning to do for ages. How about we start the lava ocean? Yeah? It sounds great, right? I think 40 days of lava bucket plating should do wonders for this nether project. And I guess if I'm going to be making a start on the lava ocean in the nether, I should probably make an outline for the central nether island that I'm going to have here for our nether city to go on top of. And I think this is actually going to be an excellent opportunity to move the striders that we have on top of the lava there, and we'll bring them down to the bottom of the nether, where they're going to have a fun time being cold because there's no lava there at the moment. We'll be changing that in this episode, though. So the way I wanted my nether island to be here within the middle of the nether is it's going to have like a flat surface at the bottom of the nether, and then it's going to like bulge out towards the top for the nether monument to sit on top of. Like something's eroded away the sides of the island into like a cliff going inwards towards the center. It's hard to explain, but in order to get the shape of the island, I have a few things prepared, like magma blocks and crimson stems, which are going to turn into crimson buttons, because these actually go quite well with magma blocks. I'm going to need these to spawn-proof them. Now, here's a tip for island creating. So, it can be difficult to get the shape right. So what I'm going to do here, I know how big I want the island to be. I really want it to be a circle with a diameter of about 200 blocks or so. So we're going to be 100 blocks from 0, 0 here, which is easy enough to calculate when you've got the F3 screen literally screaming 100 at you. And we're going to play a nice game of dot to dot. Because I don't actually want a perfect circle. We want the island to look kinda natural. And that's my tip for people wanting to create islands. If you think they look too man-made or something like that, and you know how big you want them to be, but you just can't get the shape right or something like that, it's difficult when you're just placing block after block. But if you just place a few points where you want the island to go, I think it makes the process a lot easier to imagine in your head. And now I just need to put the other 3 points in, 100 blocks away from 0, 0. And I'd actually like the diagonal points as well. I don't know how else to describe them. And we're going to have these at 70, 70. Because that's actually going to be the midway points for our circle. And then all I need to do after that is I can just sort of randomly mine my way over to each point. It's definitely just a big game of dot to dot. But if I do it kind of randomly, then we'll end up with a pretty natural looking shape. So let's just fill it in with magma blocks, and we'll button it up as well. And I don't want to be too uniform with our button placing. I want to be kind of random, so I'm singeing my toes a little bit here. And here we go. This is the shape of our island here. So it is 200 blocks wide, centered around 0, 0, although I guess it doesn't quite look like that because of the way that I've like naturalized the circle, I guess. So one section of the island is definitely going to be a little heavier than the other, but that's kind of what you would expect from doing what I just did. I've got to say though, I think this looks pretty cool. But here you see another reason why I want to make the nether hole a lot bigger. And it's because there's supposed to be a massive lava ocean surrounding the island here. And it's going to look kind of small in comparison to the island itself if it's only a 256 by 256 block cube. So I definitely feel like I have to go bigger. I think it's time that we brought our Strider friends down from where we left them at the lava ocean level though. So let's just grab ourselves a warped fungus, and then we can create a nice netherrack staircase up to the Striders at the top. Now this is someone I know. Who are you? Are you Dinnerbone? Oh, you're Grum. Okay, hello. I would like for you to come down this netherrack staircase. Is that something you can do? Oh, it looks so weird when it's upside down like that. It is kind of adorable, though, I've got to say. Right, okay. Can you come down the staircase? Now, don't you dare fall off the side of this thing. Just go straight towards me. No deviation. And we'll be alright. Okay? Grum, you've got this. You've got this. Ah! What a star! Didn't even attempt to fall off. Now, I think this is Stanley the Strider over here. So, yeah. Hello? You have a new friend. His name is Grum. Yeah? Yeah, these two are going to be bezies. Don't mind the fact that they're furiously shaking their heads, but they'll warm up to each other. Do I know any of you Striders? I don't think I've name tagged any of these guys. It's a bit interesting that they've managed to get themselves stuck in a lava trap, though. You know, I've made a decision. These guys don't have names, and there's quite a lot of them. So, I'm sorry. Look away. Please, don't take note of what I'm doing. Striders don't deserve this. Now, do I know you? No. Okay. Well, because you are a Strider jockey, like a Strider riding a Strider, I think I'll try to save you. Or at least I'll do something experimental with you. I'm interested in seeing how they react with fall damage with lava, because most mobs will still feel the fall damage through lava, like it's not like water. But I'm just seeing if that's the case with Striders, given that they literally walk on lava. So, let's just cut this off and see what happens. What are these guys gonna do? Oh, let's just block that off. Oh. Okay. Well, there's our result. The Striders still die. Now, these guys look like people I would recognize. Who are you? Hephaestus. Okay, let's get you down. Oh, these guys look so weird. It's almost like their mouths are trying to create a circle. It's a bit weird. You alright, Hephaestus? You got, like, a crick in your neck or something? Yeah. Just crack that neck. Yeah. Ow. Oh, no. Please don't die. Come down quickly. Okay, I was worried for a second there. I don't know how much health this Strider has, or how much health these guys have in particular. Like, they could have been hurt or something. Right, do I know any of these guys? I know Nether Guardian. Don't know you. Yeah, none of these other guys have names, but I think I'm going to save the zombie piglin jockey over there. So I don't have one of those yet. And to make this easier, I'm just going to grab these Striders with a lead. There we go, that will do. Here we go, just don't knock each other off of this staircase. You're supposed to be survivors. And here we go, everyone. I've brought down all of the Striders that I'm willing to bring down for now. And I've brought down some extras as well. So these guys here don't have any names whatsoever. So, if you have any Strider name suggestions for these fellas, just leave it down in the comments down below. I mean, how could you not like the idea of naming these guys? They're so energetic and lively, even though they're not in the lava right now. Oh, and now we can finally get started on the lava placings. So, in order to fill up my shulkers here, I'm just going to break the chests and let it fill my inventory so that I can double click them into the shulker boxes. And then hopefully that way, it's going to be a lot easier to actually move the buckets from the chests to the shulkers. It's definitely feeling a lot easier than just moving them manually. And I think the first thing that we'll do is we'll outline the island with lava, just to make the Striders happy. It might also look a little cool. And then after that, we'll probably move around the entire nether, like chunk by chunk, and hopefully that'll work itself out. So let's just remove these stone slabs here, and get to placing lava. Oh my goodness, it's actually so bright. Wow. Yeah, how you doing, Strider? You liking the lava? I hope you are. So, I've finally run out of lava buckets within these shulkers, and I've got to say, they didn't go very far. Like, I didn't even make it around the whole island outline here. Like, yes, I've gotten most of this side done. Like, I think I probably made it about a third of the way around the island. So, I only made it to about there. Oh dear. So I guess this is going to take a while. I'm not going to lie though, I think it looks pretty cool with the lava outlining the magma blocks like that. It definitely makes the nether look a little bit more interesting. I've just got to remove all of these floating lava oceans at some point, but I don't want to do that until I've removed the lava bucket chest monster. It's like literally spare lava sitting right there. I probably won't even need like 90% of it, but you know, I don't want to waste stuff. But I think that it's time that we start that lava placing time lapse. I hope you enjoy, everyone. I've never done this before. Hopefully it's not as annoying as it was to just fill out that one small section of the island, but I have some high hopes. Let's see how much we can get done in 40 Minecraft days. Let's get straight into it. So here we are, everyone. This is about 40 days later. We are currently on day 2998, so we're very close to activating that 3000 day bomb. But I've got to say, we actually made a huge amount of lava bucket placing progress here. Like, let me just fly over this entire corner. We're now done with about, I don't know, 30% of the nether hole as it is now. And I think that's pretty good. This is a huge amount of progress. I've just got to do this another few times, and what we already have here will be completely filled in, which is fantastic. And if I can just fly through the top of the monument here, I can show you the remains of the lava bucket chest monster. Yeah, about that, I feel like I barely made a dent. Like, I think I went 2 layers in on the chests here. I feel like there's still like over half of it left. It's a lot of lava buckets. And all of these chests here are completely filled with the empty buckets that were left over, and those are the shulkers in that chest that I was using to transport everything. And these are the chests here that I have reclaimed. My goodness, that's a lot of chests. I'm going to be making use of those in the future, that's for sure. I'm in need of some storage systems. I feel like storage systems are the only thing on my mind at the moment. It's too much. We are on day 2998 though, so I feel like we should try once again to save these pumpkin pals over here. Let's see, are they still angry with me? Do they want to say hi? Okay, I think they're alright with me again. Excellent. So, let's just throw them over to somewhere safe. This makes 1 piglin saved, that's 2. And that's 3 zombie piglins safely migrated away from their hole in the wall out into the open over here. And I don't think there are any other pumpkin pals that need saving over here, so I think we're pretty safe to detonate at the moment. In fact, I'm a little bit worried about being able to tell like whether the device itself has fully primed itself with TNT minecarts. So we're going to come up with a little device here. A nice little dropper going straight into a chest, and we're going to put almost 3 stacks of blocks in there. And when they have all moved over to the chest, I know that I can pull the detonation lever. I've still got a little bit of time though. Like, I'm still like a day away from day 3000, so I guess, sorry zombie piglins? I just feel like going on a bit of a murderous rampage right now. Yep, I'm sorry. You gotta go. Give me the gold, please. Look at all that beautiful XP. Well, I did that for a little bit, and we are currently on day 2999, which means there is not that much longer left. So I guess I'm just gonna sit here and wait for it to tick over, and then we'll go boom. Actually, I'm a little bit worried about the render distance and the simulation distance here, so let's just raise that up to 14 chunks, because I'm not quite sure how they will be affected, the TNT minecarts. In fact, let's just raise that to 15 chunks to be safe. There we go. I'd also just like to prove the fact that I did, in fact, craft 3,400 minecart TNTs. Wow. Yep, it took a while, but I got it done. And how many lava buckets did I place? Where is that? It should be here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness, 13,416 lava buckets placed. That's a lot. So, I guess the question is, by the time I finish this Nether project, how many lava buckets do you think I will have used within this world? That is my question to you. The closest guess gets a shout out when I finally finish the lava placing. So good luck to the lot of you. Oh, it just ticked over. Day 3000. Here we go. Okay, let's prime the device. The Obliterator modules are now dispensing all of the TNT minecarts. Yeah, can I see that? Hang on. Let's just get my spyglass out. There it is. I couldn't see it in my inventory for a second there. Yep, you can see the TNT minecarts there. They have been, in fact, placed. As you can see, they're in the middle of the screen just there. Oh, I can tell from here. That is a device I want to be nowhere near. Now, how's our entity count? Are we anywhere done yet? Oh, I think we're done already. Okay, I was expecting the world to get a lot laggier from that with 3,400 minecarts, but I guess we're all right. So, oh, hang on, let's just, oh, that's interesting. No sound from breaking the blocks there. Let's stop that observer clock, and I guess we have to detonate. So, let's just pull that lever. There we go. And watch the world explode. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness, that looks so cool. It's just instantly exploded as well. Oh, I think it just did exactly what I wanted it to just then. And I think the game's having trouble working out what just happened with the lava there. Like, I am witnessing dark lava right now. That's how crazy of an experience this just was. And how intensive it was just then. And my computer just tanked it like a... well, like a tank. Wow. Dark lava. I didn't think I'd see that today. Let's just stay here for a little bit. Let the game work itself out. And unfortunately, we've still got quite a lot of netherrack over here. So I think the device wasn't quite as destructive as I was hoping. Or I placed it ever so slightly wrong. But you know what? With the amount of netherrack that I just removed, I couldn't be happier. Oh my goodness. Does this bring back memories, everyone? And this time, with the cleanup process, I don't have to worry about obsidian at all. It's not there. So let's just drink that fire res potion and put on our gold helmets. There might be piglins here. You never know. Wow. This is kind of crazy. I can't believe I've done this once again. Okay. But I tell you what, it's definitely been a huge time saver. Definitely extremely worth it. Like, the only thing that was expensive just then was the minecarts themselves. But I have an iron farm. So, like, what else am I going to use it for? You know, I've got tons of iron. You saw how much I got from the farm earlier. I have enough iron, alright. And it looks like the explosion radius hit exactly where I wanted it to. Like, that's the edge of the nether hole just here. Perfect. I guess there is a bit of a mess for me to clear up here, though. This is maybe the second biggest mess in Minecraft hardcore history. And luckily for me, I've already cleaned up the biggest mess, so it shouldn't be too hard to clear up the second one. These Obliterator modules actually powered straight through almost to the bottom of the world. Like, how far does this hole go? Let's just check that. Where are we? Y15. And the dispensers themselves were at Y42 for this level? Wow. That's a big explosion. Hello, zombie piglin. Are you having a good day today? No? Yeah, I've got to say, after that just happened to my home, I wouldn't be happy either. So, I guess we've hit 3,000 days, everyone. That is over 3,000 TNT minecarts exploding all at once just then. I hope it was worth it. But that's how we celebrate on this channel. We've got to do it in style. 3,000 TNT minecarts for 3,000 days. Couldn't have been a better way to celebrate, I don't think. And on the way out, I'll treat you to some slow-mo replay mod explosions. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!